If your Spotify is dead and you feel like no one is listening to your music, here's what you need to do. You need to basically let Spotify know who's gonna listen to your music so that they can push your songs to the right people. The best way to do that is obviously organic traffic, so people finding out about your music via socials or ads, but that can be expensive or very kind of random. But there's one tool that you can use to solve that issue. That's playlisting. You probably know about it, but you probably have been using it wrong. But that's fine, don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to do it right in this video. So obviously what you wanna generate is more streams. With playlisting, you can increase your monthly listeners like that. That's just a campaign that I did for my new song. What we want is to get a certain amount of saves and playlist ads so that Spotify can understand who's liking your music, who's adding it to their playlist, and who's saving it. I've done that for a couple songs and it got decent results on some of them. So first, you want to understand what vibe does your song suit? Like what context? Is it like a night drive? Is it a morning? Whatever genre it is, you have to find out who's going to want to add it to a playlist. And then you have to go to Submit Hub. In here, you can enter your song and basically explain what type of music it is, what mood, and then it's gonna put forward a lot of those Spotify playlisters. And that's why now you wanna look at a couple metrics because every submission counts as a credit that you use and you have to pay for those credits. So you wanna make sure that a playlister has got playlists with a decent amount of average listeners that is estimated to add to your monthly listeners. This is not the listeners to the playlist, but it's the estimate of new people who's going to listen to your music. The second metric is approval rate. You really want to make sure that the playlister has a tendency to accept new songs because if not, then you're just wasting credits. If the genre matches the playlister and you see a decent approval rate as well as a decent amount of average listeners, I would say this is too low, but you can look for something from, I don't know, 100 listeners extra or 300, 500. There's a bunch of good playlists as well. You have to kind of look for it and scroll through them. You want to select a lot of curators, maybe 50 or 40 if you can afford it. And then you're going to see the result pretty quick. Here you can see your song and all the playlisters who accepted your submission. And then you can see the estimated amount of listener that is going to bring to your song. Now, the cool thing is that in responses, you're going to get all sorts of feedback about your music so that you can make it better if you need to or understand why a submission didn't work. Now, this is a little secret tool. You can press codes for social media and you can basically generate a picture that you can maybe link to a press release or something with some quotes. After a couple of days, you can then head back to your Spotify for Artists and start seeing the increase in listeners, saves, playlist ads, and all of those metrics. From that traffic that is not the most organic, Spotify should be able to understand who to push your song to and activate the radio and the mixes and all of that. Try it if you can and let me know how it went. Obviously, this is not an instant success method, but it's good to reactivate your Spotify. So now go get those streams.